Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Zakrako. Both are mochi, and they're actually from opposite ends of Japan, because this first one is an Okinawan salt Daifuku. So the mochi is supposed to be both sweet and kind of salty, with a bean paste filling. Should be pretty good. And then the second one is a Hokkaido milk mochi. It's supposed to be very creamy. I'm pretty excited. This is going to be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to both of these. Hopefully they turn out great. So let's get started. Itadakimasu! Alright. It's kind of crazy. The back of this package is actually completely see-through. So you can see that they're all individually wrapped, which is kind of nice. They've also been squished in shipping, which is really to be expected, but it amuses me. I have to admit, it kind of looks like a collection of white pebbles in there. All right. It smells similar to most mochis, but I don't know. I don't know if it's because I know that it's a salted mochi, but it smells a little different to me. It doesn't smell bad, just a little different. It is very soft and fluffy to the touch. Looks good. You can definitely taste the salt. It's kind of like salted caramel, where you can really taste the salt in it, but it's still also sweet. And the salt kind of lingers. It's good. It is good. I have to admit I'm not a huge fan of salted caramel, in part because I feel like it sometimes gets a little too heavy on the salt. Like, it doesn't get mixed very well, and I have similar feelings about this, where it's good, but I feel like the salt is maybe a little too much. But if you like salted caramel, then you might really like it, and if nothing else, it's kind of just fun to try a new type of mochi. The bean paste in there is really good. The texture of it, that is such a soft mochi. Texturally, it is amazing. I do have to admit, just not my personal favorite, even though it is so soft and fluffy. It is, in that respect, it is amazing. So moving on to the Hokkaido milk mochi. I was a little confused when I saw this because in the description it said that I had a wrapper inside that was edible, but this makes way more sense for an edible wrapper. So this paper is actually a rice paper. Edible, melts in your mouth. Doesn't really have a flavor, it just kind of melts away. The mochi, because of the milk and the sugar, it reminds me a lot of caramel. Very, very soft, and the chewiness is still similar to most mochi, but flavor-wise, it tastes like caramel. I happen to really like caramel, and so having the super soft mochi texture with the flavor of caramel, not super strong, but there. I like it a lot. This one's really good. Yeah, that is really tasty. I like that one a lot. Gochisousama. So real quick to recap, we did the Okinawan salt Daifuku, which sweet, salty. The salt definitely kind of lingers. If you're a fan of things like salted caramel, then definitely give it a try. If you're not a big fan of this salted sweet trend, then maybe give it a pass. Though texturally and just for the experience, I would recommend, even if it isn't my personal favorite, is a really interesting, unique twist. Also, Okinawan Japanese food tends to be very different from mainland Japanese food. And I haven't really had the opportunity to try a lot of Okinawan specific treats or foods just in general. So for me at least, that alone made it worth it to try. We also did the Hokkaido milk mochi, which also very, very soft texture. Texturally, both of these were amazing. But it tastes lightly of caramel, not a very strong caramel flavor, but it tastes kind of caramely. So if you like that, definitely give this a try. I really enjoyed this one. I don't think I can recommend it enough. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ja ne.